one more thing. That's right. I forgot my pink pillow. Alright. Yo, Eric, what's going on? 5 already. Hell yeah. Oh, man. It is not cool out in any shape of the word. I'd be loving that too. It was 76 about 12 hours ago. The thermometer says 97, but I know it's not 97. It's probably about 93. 97 will be a record for the day. We were going to Venice. I was going to leave a little bit earlier when it was a little bit warmer out, but Ashley's parents showed up and I was like, "Cat, see ya." Oh, you'll be there in a week and a half? Do you come down for family or vacation or drug-induced coma? Vacation? I guess drug-induced coma could be part of vacation technically. Coma is likely. Yeah. Good time for a walk in the, maybe in California it is, but it still says 94. Let's see how far it goes down. This is about as high as it gets between like 2 and 5. It's 5 here. I woke up about a half an hour ago. Nash's parents are like in the house, is hanging out, painting stuff, moving my things around. I'm like, I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. Nothing positive was going to happen, so as usual in that sort of situation. So I'm gonna go see my mom. That's a positive situation. Dose. Okay. I need to fertilize my palms more. I don't fertilize them enough. Whether in the ground or not, or take my tried and true way here. Slight better get all of us. It's still kind of chilly. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna be fine. Say it says Gaga Man on that. It's weird. Never really understood why no one really wanted to turn left here. buddy. The guy almost can't see it, but it's got his blue focus to the left. Almost ran right into me trying to make a light. It's like, I'm gonna run a red light and lady gives me a stare down. Like, oh God. Palms love this weather. It is 91 degrees. What? What is a Gaga, man? I don't know what that is. Is that someone I should know about? Man, I almost forgot my pillow. My room at my sister's house has the comfort level. The pillows have the comfort level of a great motel, so that's not her job to provide. Yeah, I could imagine that too. Oh, the fruit, pineapple. I know you tagged me in something. Which fruits are you talking about? The queen fruit. So the best thing to do is just to take a knife and cut it off, kind of like, think of it as like a small peach, and you're just trying to cut off the fruit on it. You can take a knife and kind of go down it lengthwise. Wow, all these new, I guess they're duplexes. I don't remember those like 3 days ago. This road used to be basically uninhabited for like most of this trip. These two major blocks. This place is getting a little bit out of control, if you ask me. Oh, an important little thing to worry about here. Okay. There's a C7 Corvette and a C3 Corvette right there. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I saw a screw pine fruiting in Niagara, like in an observatory. Isn't there like a botanical garden there? I think James mentioned that. Yeah, I bet you were tempted to climb that screw pine. It's so tempting, I know. Well, I guess once it branches out, it's not too bad. I thought you meant the actual, like, foliage, not the trunk. Oops. It says it's 90 degrees out. Yes, again behind the C3. These things are already up in value, even though you couldn't like 10, 15 years ago, you get one of these for like $3,000. Now they're like 10,000. Actually, they're probably way more than that. are still all fiberglass bodies. I think they started that sometime in the 70s. I don't know. Are you asking me, Pineapple? Sorry, my sister messaged me. This phone is getting hot, hot. Got a Washingtonia today? How hard are they to get in Oregon? Just curious. 'Cause it's all relative. Like here in Florida, I can't give them away for free. Like with my friends at least. I'd have to dig one up, but okay. That's not. I'm gonna guess that you meant that it's not too hard then. I don't know. Yeah. There's not too many around. Actually, Kenya has pretty good statistics for as far as like that's concerned. There are other countries that have much higher issues with it. 5-gallon Jubei. That should do well there, I would think. Are there other Jubeias in Oregon that you like, big ones that you know of? No big ones. I mean, that climate's probably a lot like, it's a lot like northern Europe, like northern France. And there are Jubeias in northern France, like big ones. Not huge ones, but there's some pretty good size. It is 91 degrees. You guys know this statistic, but every 5 seconds of flirting risks their lives to get one car ahead in line in a traffic jam. We might be going to Wawa later. I'm actually leaving earlier than I expected to go there. I had an earlier run-in with Ashley's parents, and then they came back today. And there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Excuse me. Proper thing would have been just to wait, but I'm not about that. Ashley's mother actually said to me that I was deprived in so many words. I'll give you her exact words, but she said I was depriving her granddaughter of watching TV. I was like, wouldn't that be a good thing? Her to get off of the TV by saying like I didn't have a cable box in her room or something. I don't know. I don't really know what she was trying to say, but it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Hey Paul, what's up? Kissimmee to Cape Coral is about 3 hours, maybe a little bit less. 35, yeah, 27. My temperature is just over 30 right now, probably 31 Celsius. It says 88 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's, I could convert it to Celsius, but I don't know the buttons on here. Yeah, no, I understand. And I think that, you know, there are other, if there are educational channels that someone wants to watch, that's great. I'm going way too fast here. But there's some kind of stuff. Like, there's some really good YouTube channels out there that that have some great content and are all like educational and fun and really fun to watch at the same time. And there's like, for lack of a better YouTuber, like Jake and Logan Paul, which like just essentially just like that's just wasting your life. They're not really funny, they're not educational, they're not really, that guy was just about off the road. We have a very prolonged dry season on the southwest coast. Like from about now until late October or mid-October is our rainy season. We got rain last night, the night before. We're not going to have any for a few more days, but once we get it a few days from now, it'll be like kind of the wet season. So we're like at the edge of the wet season now. But the other 7 and 8 months, we get like just a few inches of rain a month. So it's where the East Coast gets more regular rain. It's still a prolonged dry. It's still a like this climate is considered tropical savanna, where the like Miami is considered tropical monsoon, and Fort Lauderdale is actually considered tropical rainforest climate because they never have a month that's like under 3 inches of rain. It's quite interesting. From about Fort Lauderdale to West Palm Beach, because of the rain patterns there, they get hit with storms enough to get enough rain to be considered in that climate. Yeah, I did get it, Clyde. I figured I would talk to you either on... I've been getting a ton of messages in the past, like, 6 hours. Not that I can't get back to you. I just woke up, I got it, took a nap, woke up, and I was like, I'm getting out of here. So I was going to get back to this evening, and just, because we talk now. You know, I've been binge watching. Do you guys know what VinWiki is? I love watching VinWiki. It has some of the... Yeah, Ed is great. Like, Ed is probably my favorite, closely followed by Rabbit. And, what's his name? The other guys are pretty good. Some guys are kind of boring. Yeah, Man Crush. Yeah, Ed tells the greatest... Ed's the greatest storyteller. I think Rabbit has the greatest stories. Like, everyman stories. Like, I can't identify with, like, a man crashing an Aventador, a Lamborghini Aventador. But for those of you who don't never seen VinWiki, it's basically a YouTube channel that talks about car stories, especially about dealers, whether they work with like high-end stuff like Lamborghinis and Aston Martins, Lotus, Ferrari, or just doing used car sales. And I recommend checking it out because it's actually an app too, so you can put your car in, you know, you can find out if anything's been done to it. You're not the first owner. Like, I thought about putting this thing up on VinWiki and just being like, hey, I was the first owner of this vehicle, and now I'm kind of selling this anytime soon. Hey, so let me see here. Rain Shadows. Hey, welcome. Lanzarote. Is that in one of the Greek? No. Where is that? Oh, Lanzarote is in the Canary Islands. That's where it is. Is that right? Welcome to the chat, Green Shadows. You say you live there? Or do you live on Lanzarote? I probably not pronounce it Lanzarote, or not pronounce that correctly. palms, they're relatively cold hardy. I've seen them growing, like I watch YouTube videos sometimes for certain cities to see if like plants are growing around the city. I've seen them growing in Tehran, Iran. They grow, I've seen them in Myrtle Beach, although right along the water. They grow in most 8B and up climates. They probably grow in Cape Hatteras, but not very fast. The best Canary Island dates I see outside of the Canary Islands are either in Spain or there's so many cords in this thing. Oh well. Rain shadows. I'm doing a normal trip that I do to go see my family. I drive about 80 to 90 kilometers an area. To go one way to see my family and be there for a few days. Crap. Because I gotta. Over and answer this because I'm meeting a friend of mine buying cycads, and it is Palm Talk. They live in London, okay. I have to answer. They do look kind of inappropriate. I like them when they're just left, the way they should look. It's not a phone call. It's a text. So I can pull over here and it'll pause the stream real quick. So just let you guys know, I'll be right back. All I gotta do is. My friend gets a little bit edgy when I don't because he's confirming a meetup tomorrow, and if I don't answer him, he's gonna like cancel it in a half an hour. He's very weird about that, so I can't scare him. So let me I'll pull over here. It widens to 4 lanes. It's kind of like a hazard area where you can pull over. Entering Charlotte County. Okay. I do the same thing too, but she rarely cleans, so. Right. So this might pause the stream for a quick second. Not really, there are a few side roads, but it's just easier to. Okay, maybe that didn't. Yeah, it's a pretty wide. I mean, there's no one really merging or anything, and people kind of go into 4 lanes, but there's a lot of room out here. I wouldn't be doing this in a real busy, high traffic area, but I actually was able to do it without. If I go to my text, but they let you do that quick text thing, which is actually very nice. It's 87 now. It's going down temp. It'll go back up in temperature in Port Charlotte for some reason. Sun's starting to come down off the side of the car here, so the worst is that I'm kind of glad that I left now instead of later, because unless I want to wait until like after 8 o'clock to leave, I have to deal with the prospect of the sun being red in my face for the drive from Punta Gorda to Venice. So wow, my sunglasses are extremely dirty. It's like looking through dusty binoculars that I found in the basement. I've lived here for just over 15 years. I moved here in April 22nd, 2004. Can't believe it's been that long. Yeah, I bet they look a little bit taller and fatter. Although I've seen plenty of nice looking Phoenix in the UK. A lot of nice trachees, a lot of Phoenix, Utia, Jubaeas. Well, I think Wania australis grows there pretty well. I might do that. That's not a bad idea, Eric. I probably. Before I lived in Florida, I lived on an island off the coast of Long Island called Shelter Island. It's actually in between the two forks of Long Island. You know, about 2 hours east of New York City, maybe a little bit further. And then I also lived in Virginia for 10 years. Let's see if I can get past both these people here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, and then, so I lived in Richmond, Virginia for 10 years. I lived here for 15 years. And the rest I lived in New York, both in Westchester County, which is just north of the Bronx, and then Suffolk County, which is east, 2 counties east of, like, say, Queens. So, I'm really from anywhere. I don't really have a New York accent. I don't really have a Southern accent. It's just an accent. So, I told my mom I'd call her when I was halfway up. Yeah, I can't. I mean, maybe climate-wise, I might be able to grow more tropicals, but the problem lies in the fact that I don't have any room at the moment. So, nothing wrong with living in one place your whole life. Oh, that sun is back now. Actually, I don't know. Oh, you do have a greenhouse. Nice. Yeah. I might consider getting one. Renting, a greenhouse space. I don't know. We'll see. They finally are starting. This place has been. They've been building this place to the left of me since 2007. And I can still see houses that are half built out here. Just in the middle of nowhere. I mean, as far as like convenience to anything, or it doesn't have any historical significance. It's just a place that hasn't been built on in Florida that's been slated to be built on, I guess. Dirtiest place in Florida? Hold on, let me. As far as Florida goes, like the dirtiest place to live is probably like. I don't know, it really depends. Like, I find the big cities quite dirty. Like, I think Miami is I lived in Miami. I did not enjoy it at all. Unless you make $1 million a year, you're not going to enjoy it, in my opinion. It's a big rat race. But I'd say as far as like backwoods, like, most poverty-stricken area, probably somewhere in the, like, smack dab in the middle of the state, somewhere between Orlando and Tampa. The most humid area is probably going to be areas near here towards the Lake Okeechobee. Although it actually is a little more humid in Miami, but it's not as hot. Like we get hotter than Miami during the summer. Or it'll be 92 here, it'll only be 89 in Miami. Driest. The driest area is going to be either right on the coast of some of the coastal islands or the Florida Keys. I guess actually the most humid area is going to actually technically be the Panhandle, right near the Alabama border. Like Pensacola, they can get like 65 inches of rain a year, and they get rain all year round, but they're not tropical. It's a nice area. It's a little bit low lying, but then so is here. So sure, it went from 2 to 5, or it went from 7 to 2 to 5. I'm not concerned about that, but I've got like 4 cases of soda in the back, because you know, that's how I roll. In the summertime, we actually get more rain, and in the wintertime, they get more rain. But Miami gets a decent amount of rain. Well, Fort Lauderdale gets a decent amount of rain. Miami and Fort Lauderdale are actually 2 different Köppen climate classifications. Miami is technically like a degree warmer, not a degree, maybe like a half degree. But sometimes, like right along the coast of Fort Lauderdale is where you'll find the most tropical areas in the continental, in the peninsular area of Florida, like not in the Florida Keys, so to speak. Oh, real Mountain Dew. What does the real Mountain Dew have in it? Just the cane sugar? No, Miami's not a desert. It's more of a how can I explain? Like a savanna. It's got plenty of forest that you can't really even walk through, but I would not want to be riding a motorcycle right now. It could be Dactylifera rain shadows, because they can also exhibit clumping. If you send me a picture, I'll be happy to identify it. Reclinata will usually have equally sized trunks, where Dactylifera will have like suckers. This red light kind of sucks. Good thing it's over. But sitting here when it was like 90 degrees out, that's not the kind of bike you ride long distance anyways. That's kind of, a lot of people in Florida just have a bike that they ride to the store and back to get a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, the AC has to work well, or it would be unbearable. That's why Florida was so sparsely populated before. And, before World War II, or at the end of World War II, Florida was still the least populated state east of the Mississippi, if you can believe that. And 1.5 million people, I think. I'm sorry. Least densely populated. Because obviously Vermont had... Maybe it was the least populated state on the East Coast. No, that doesn't make sense. I think it's Rhode Island. I think it was least densely populated. Now it's like... third most populous. I don't think it's the third. It's not the third most densely populated though. Like New Jersey and Connecticut, New York. I don't know about New York. It's now 40 miles an hour. No, it's just more demand. Everything's more convenient. It's cost of doing business. Sprite White, I don't know. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna call my mom. I will be back in less than 3 minutes. So you guys mind holding? You guys mind if I pause the stream for 3 minutes? So I'm just gonna say stream is paused, I'm pretty sure. Is that cool with you guys? I usually call her when I'm coming into town here. This is like the halfway point. Is that all good with you guys? Yeah, Britton Hill, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is true though, Paul. Zach is. Dan's probably, I'm sure, sleeping. It's too early in the morning for him. $2.40. This place usually has the best gas on my trip, although they're still building these nice condos. I wonder where Dylan is. I wonder if he's sleeping or anyway. I also held my phone to the air conditioning, so it kind of cooled down a little bit. I need to kind of vent it up this way. CBD products. There used to be a really cool Butia Jubea hybrid along, if you took this road to the left, but it died in Hurricane Charlie. I only saw it one time. It would have been like August of 2000 or July of 2004. I've seen it a couple times, but not for long. I was only here for about 3 or 4 months before the hurricane came. Everything you see now was blown away by Hurricane Charlie, or severely damaged. Could someone give me some insight into, like, you know, when you see a car and like on the mirror or the rearview mirror is hanging like this, like the country, I guess, of origin of the person, but it's only for certain countries, usually Italy, Puerto Rico, Cuba, the Dominican Republic. We don't see it. Maybe Ireland. Yeah, it's pretty much Alabama, but like peninsular Florida, I think it's only like 100 and something feet. It's probably closer to like 200 feet. I mean, it's not. I call them hills, but they're really just, compared to what you guys have, they're not much. Yeah, they. I mean, I call anything that that's not flat pretty much. Anything that's like more than just like a little bit of a 100-foot hill is a mountain to me. Somehow, the middle lane's the fastest lane. I'm getting tailgated. The most aggressive driver on the road is the tow truck dude. There's those Royals that are gonna survive. It look pretty rough. Yeah, they grow. Some of the soil's pretty nice. It's there's volcanic material there. Yeah, it's not Lisa's. I'm actually. I've been here at much worse times. Looks like they just put in new plants where the Bismarcks died. But the oh, I thought that was it. Yeah, pines can grow pretty high up. When I've been above the tree line in Oregon, it's at like 99,000 feet, 9,200 feet. There's a Focus behind me, and I see an intercooler, so it is not. It's definitely an RS or an ST. Diamond and gold exchange. People still don't get it that you should. Those were so popular, back in the days when no one had any money. Hey, not much. It's went back up to. It's 91 degrees here, so it's 87 in Punta Gorda. It was 89 in Cape Coral, and it's 91 here in Port Charlotte. It's always hotter here for some reason. This is the way the air kind of circulates or doesn't circulate. Phone and laptop dueling. Nice. Huh. Here we go. It's always a car that has like terrible handling, like a minivan. It's not ever like a sports car flying around traffic. It's not like I'm going slow, because I don't go slow. Unless there's a reason to go slow. Last time I really was kind of like way out of the state was when I was in Louisiana, actually in South Carolina too, but both places you just never see people drive like this. Shout out for the coasting. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's North American humor. Sorry, I don't think I got the whole story, so I apologize. A dog eats a plant that is, I don't know, just a tox. I've actually had my sister's dog eat some cycad seed, and one of them died. The other one survived, and still. Speed limit is I didn't know the whole Yellowknife story. I couldn't read the whole thing when I was driving. It is speed limit is usually 45 here in the town, and it's 55 when you get out of town. But this 55-mile-an-hour speed limits have been getting cut down because more places are getting built up. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring. I'm mad at myself. I forgot to bring something. Traffic. It's getting worse. Right around here, this is kind of like where the crossroads of like a lot of areas are. And then getting into Northport, which is the largest. Northport's actually one of the largest towns between Tampa and Miami. It's actually bigger than the city than Sarasota in both area and population. That's a Camaro SS. Didn't really look like it. It's a good argument there, but I think that all of Florida pretty much is, except for a few areas like in the middle of the state. There's an area called the Heartland, which really isn't very touristy, which is area kind of surrounding Lake Okeechobee north to just south of like Orlando. It's mostly swampland anyway and farmland. There isn't a whole lot going on, but everywhere else you'll basically find tourists. Maybe not like suburban areas of like, big cities like Tampa or Miami. But when you get up into like the I-4 corridor, which is like Lakeland, Tampa, Orlando, Daytona, that's probably the most tourists go there, especially by the coast, Daytona Beach, Clearwater Beach. You don't get as many tourists in like Venice and Sarasota. Cape Coral doesn't get it because there's no beach really, but you get a lot of Europeans come down. They want to enjoy the warm weather and be in America at the same time. Maybe they don't want to spend that Miami money, which I don't blame them for because Miami's way overpriced for what it is. And a lot of people from Miami are moving over here now. Everywhere I go, there's, more people with like 305 area codes, which is Miami. Or they just don't speak English, which is usually an indication they're from Miami. Hey, Michael, what's up? I saw your picture. God, it was about something, I forget what it was. Yeah, the Queen. I saw it was actually 6 feet tall. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. I got you. That makes sense, Paul. Nice. That's weird that the laptop is behind, but I've tested it like with Ashley's phone, and it seems to be about the same 5-second lag from what I see to what I see on the screen to what you guys see in here. This is the kind of 45. What the hell? It's supposed to be 50 here. It's 45 and then it's 50 like 300 yards later. I don't get that. That's like just for pulling people over for, I guess. Yeah, they're pretty tough. You can just do. Davidson 48 with a front little fascia. Disney is by far the biggest. It's the biggest tourist attraction in the world. Anywhere near Orlando is a total traffic disaster, basically 24/7, even the middle of the night. I'd say maybe between like 2 and 5 you're okay on like I-4, but any other time of the day you don't know. Like there's no guarantee about it. Okay, Paul, see you later. Oh wow, interesting. I wish we could get severe thunderstorms. I want them. Plus they're making for a good video. You guys should see some of the storms we get here. The lightning is amazing. Have a good one. Well, it's a little early for that. It's 4 o'clock. I guess everyone eats at a different time. I eat late, so I guess that's probably why. There are some storm clouds possibly in the distance, but they gotta be at least 15 miles away. That's not the way you stop a motorcycle at a light, but who am I to tell anyone how to ride a motorcycle in Florida? You never stop a bike like right behind a car, because if someone taps you, you're gonna hit the car too and get pancaked. But maybe they know something that I don't. Unlikely that they do. But here's a charter bus. There's people on it. Not a lot. All the way through. And there we go. Maybe we'll get lucky in Northport, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just get run over by this thing. Yeah, lightning can, scare the crap out of anybody, really. Yeah, rain shadows. It actually does pretty well here. If I can drive by one, I will. I know where there is one. It's not really on my trip. This first trip I'm doing right now. I'm only going another 10 miles or 15, 16 kilometers. Oh, they've not finished this road. Not the kind of road you want to ride it. I just don't understand. Like I've had 6 motorcycles. This kind of traffic is not what I would be riding in. Unless like I was commuting, I guess, for work. That's really where it would come in. Hold on, let me. The problem is because of the way the sun is and my polarized sunglasses, it's hard for me to read to see what's being written. But I will check when I can, like right now, now that I passed the stoplight and everything. What about the motorcycle? Oh. Sorry, a couple messages got retracted. That's just an automated thing by YouTube. I can't even control that. is the last day for the next month and a half that there is World Series of Poker coverage. So I'll probably go live on some days where there's some early final tables. Yesterday I was up till about 2:30 watching poker. Started around 4. That was a pretty useful day. I'll be up in Venice for a few days, so you guys will be able to see. Hopefully, I'll go, do a live thing or see some new places and stuff like that. These are 2 nice bikes. And the whole driving the Jeep Wrangler around on the pavement everywhere, I don't get that either. Just get a convertible, like a regular convertible. You're not going. I never make this stuff. I don't like it. See this guy like kind of pedaling his moped. I don't know if it's out of gas or something, but it's kind of sketchy. Anyone who's watching sees this. Kind of see it kind of come across here. Oh, that's real safe. I don't understand. It's going like 5 miles an hour. Stay in your lane, it's okay. Of course. Pretty classic person driving that car that not paying attention. Pretty sure that person's drunk, actually. Not surprising at all. Yeah, rain shadows. I have a couple times encountered gators, like not really like up close and personal, but I've seen them in ponds. I've seen them cross the road. I've run over an alligator's tail twice by the fact that they kind of like it was either dark and I couldn't see them, or they kind of like darted out. And I wasn't gonna you don't want to hit a gator doing 60 miles an hour. So it's hard to swerve out of a gator's way because they're very long. It does not feel like it's 6 o'clock already. It's kind of weird. We're about 10-12 minutes out, but still plenty to talk about. Oh, they're building more stuff right here. They found another plot of land to build something on. some of the lowest lying area. No, that's fine. Rain shadows, we talk about almost anything here. We talk about... We talk about current events. I mean, we don't try and get political or religious, but you know, I talk about poker too. This is a Mayak River, and it can flood. I mean, it's only a couple feet from just flooding that park there. I was almost tempted to just kind of, oh, it's closed anyway. I don't know why it's closed. It's only 6. I mean, usually they're open sunrise to sunset, but it's a weird. Maybe it's a boat landing. Still, that's a weird time. Maybe it's a private boat landing. They always have the weirdest cars for sale here, or kind of the worst cars for sale, I should say. Oh, no, dude, you're just gonna have to deal with. You got 3 lanes. Anything, we can talk about anything Florida related, anything plant related. It doesn't have to be about palms, because I mean, you can only talk about so much about palms in, you know, a certain amount of time. I do often get like duplicate questions about stuff, which I don't mind answering, because it's a different person, you know, asking me and stuff. So, what is all this? It looks like they did a road cleanup here. It used to be a barely traveled road. Now it's kind of like the main artery between the interstate and Northport, coming from the north. I'm glad I did not get ahead of that guy, because he just tailgated the person in front of him. Hey James, what's up? Got another 5 to 8 minutes. At least 5, more like 8 to 10. I always underestimate how long it takes to get from here to actual Venice civilization. They actually take these big trucks here and they run them across the field, and they're just like, they have these brush things, and they just like tear up everything that they can. You'll see like just, it's the only way they can keep the road clear from debris and overhanging trees. They're pretty impressive vehicles, and I wouldn't want to get anywhere near one. Sunny and 75, nice. Oh, you guys can't really see this, but priced quite a bit, but who knows how long that'll last. It's just sad to... I'm going to see my mom, and I'm going to Venice for a few days. James, as you know all too well, I got a visit from Ashley's mother this morning, and she left, and I went to the bedroom, laid down for a little bit. I was expecting to leave around, sunset, and then I woken up by the slamming of a door, and there she is again. I'm like, I guess I'm gonna head out, because I don't really want to be. I mean, I was leaving anyway, but just left earlier. Yeah, things are okay with Ashley and I. It's just that Ashley's mom, they were like fiddling with my TV, which I just had standing in another room. We don't really use it; it's just there. And I was like, "Do you need like help with it?" Or because they'd unplugged the internet, and I couldn't do some things. And just thinking, I was just like, She's like, well, we're just trying to get this TV ready, you know. Emma deserves to watch TV too. You know, you don't get to, you're not the only person that gets to watch TV. I'm like, okay, well, I never said that she couldn't watch TV. And it was just like this, like, really, like, snarky comment that was, like, unprovoked. And I was just like, what are you talking about? And even her husband was like, what are you doing? So I got up and she was still there, and the thought of spending like 4 more hours there versus just getting my stuff and going, and I decided to go see my mom. So there's a good chance I'll be on a little bit later, depending on what I have to do for dinner and that sort of thing, or what I have to do, what I want to do for dinner. I might go out to eat with my sister. I gotta give her a call when I get off the. I'm pretty sure that. There are American crocs in South Florida, in kind of like right along like the peninsula and around the edges. I mean, I've seen them in Naples. I don't think they've really. I think the furthest north they've been seen is like Sanibel Island, which is about 15 miles southwest of me. Yeah, in-laws. I mean, I'm not married to her, but it's kind of the same thing. We've been together for over 4 years, so I mean, there's a lot of married people. This is that Mustang. Why is he pointed like he wants to turn left? I want to see what happens here. I really wish I could like pan this. What? He must have just decided to get ahead of. It's all good, I guess. That's what he ends up doing. I thought something more interesting was going to happen. Sorry, guys. But it's to the point where my mom, I don't even like to tell my mom or whatever, like, oh yeah, I'm heading up because this is going on. Because I mean, she's sympathetic, but I don't want to put her through that stress. She's already, going. Nice. So it's good to go then. The Palmetto. It is true, rain shadows. In-laws can be as bad as outlaws. I'm pretty sure if I was on fire, she would not bother putting me out. She's not someone I can call for a favor. Not that I would ever ask one of her. She's just generally not a good person, in my opinion. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get my mom a brownie because that's what she likes. $62 degrees. That is quite chilly for this time of the day in the first day of June. Sorry for the cloudiness. There's a Porsche Panamera. I love that car. I like Porsche 911s a little bit better, but that's cool. I know that I remember us talking, and it was like you weren't exactly excited about the whole situation. Oh, I can't park in such a place where you guys can. I guess I could back up right here. I have to turn the car off because I have quite a bit of money on me. I'm not just gonna leave it in the car, or leave the car unlocked. I do like Tesla. I think Tesla's awesome. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get going right now. But I'm gonna try and come on later. So, my mom just called. I should answer it because she might want something from here that I don't know about. So let me get going for now, and I will hopefully see you guys later. So I gotta make a few phone calls, and I mean the love bugs are gone now. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get going, and I will hopefully see you guys later, man. Or any women are watching.